So Hank, here we are at the annual IICF dinner, fundraising dinner, which has been a tremendous success every year and seems to be on track again. The IICF is probably the best example of competitors coming together for a common good. Would you sort of talk about that a little bit for us?
Yes, it is, because we like to say no stripes in the room. We're all equal in those meetings, the board meetings primarily, or when we're out at Week of Giving or doing other activities during the year across the country. And I'll just speak for the Northeast Board and specifically New York, which is where I'm most involved. When we do get together, there will be brokers, underwriters, reinsurance companies, industry service providers from all areas, whether it's the legal services industry, accounting firms, what have you. All of us are together working towards a common goal.
When did IICF and its mission become personal for you?
As I mentioned a little bit earlier, it's when something is able to convey the pride I have in the industry to people that I don't see on a regular basis, people who aren't clients or Lloyd's stakeholders, for example, just people who need our help, and they would never have thought of the insurance industry as stepping up and granting money to help their organizations continue. I think that's just fantastic. And absent the IICF, there are other organizations that are terrific that do similar things, but I think the growth trajectory we've had has been such that we're known more and more every single month, and we try to get every member of our boards to wear the IICF on their sleeve. Don't just talk about it in board meetings or with your colleagues and friends, but talk about it at cocktail parties, when you're out with your family, your friends. It's really, maybe I'm just an insurance geek, but I love the industry, and again, I don't get a lot of traction talking about the industry itself with people, but once you talk about CSR efforts and talk about some of the charities we're helping to perpetuate, people really stop and listen.
What is probably the one thing that you would want people to take away from tonight's dinner and maybe about the organization as a whole?
There are actually two goals that I have every year for this dinner. Number one is I want to be sure everybody feels very good about where their money is going. So we do a lot to highlight the grants that we're giving on behalf of the people in this room. And the other thing is I want everybody in the room to feel really good about being part of the insurance industry. It's a very easy target for bad news, and I think sometimes the people in the industry take that to heart. And they forget about all the good things that the industry does, not just in the work every day, but also philanthropically. So that's really my two goals every year, is to make everybody feel very good when they leave that room about what they're doing and what we're doing.